This is a tour of the gas chamber.
At the height of its activity, Auschwitz could house more than 100,000 men and women and could provide for the gassing and incineration of 12,000 prisoners a day. The gas chambers could accommodate 2,000 prisoners at one time.
In May 1940, the Germans, who had entered World War II in September of the previous year, invaded the Netherlands and quickly made life increasingly restrictive and dangerous for Jewish people. Between the summer of 1942 and September 1944, the Nazis and their Dutch collaborators deported more than 100,000 Jews in Holland to extermination camps. In prison camps, prisoners were forced to do hard physical labor. Torture and death within concentration camps were common and frequent. 11 million people were killed during the Holocaust. 1.1 million of those were children. 6 million of those victims were Jewish. Other groups targeted by the Nazis were Jehovah's Witnesses, homosexuals, disabled people, and Roma.
This is where Anne Frank and her family lived in hiding during the Holocaust.
In early July 1942, after Margot Frank received a letter ordering her to report to a work camp in Germany, Anne Frank's family went into hiding in an attic apartment behind Otto Frank's business located in Amsterdam. In an effort to avoid detection, the family left a false trail suggesting they fled to Switzerland.
A week after they had gone into hiding, the Franks were joined by Otto's business associate Herman van Pels, along with his wife Auguste and their son Peter, who were also Jewish.
A small group of Otto Frank's employees, including his Austrian-born secretary, Miep Gijs, risked their own lives to smuggle food, supplies, and news of the outside world into the secret apartment, whose entrance was situated behind a movable bookcase.
On August 4th, 1944, after 25 months in hiding, Anne Frank and the 7 others in the secret annex were discovered by the Gestapo, the German secret state police, who had learned about the hiding place from an anonymous tip.
After their arrest, the Franks, Van Pels, and Fritz Pfeffer were sent by the Gestapo to Westerbork, a holding camp in the northern Netherlands.
From there, in September 1944, the group was transported by freight train to the Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp.
Anne and Margot Frank were sent to a concentration camp in northern Germany. In March 1945, the Frank sisters died of typhus at Bergen-Belsen.
Two-thirds of Jewish people living in Europe at the time of World War II were killed by Nazis. On April 30th, 1945, Adolf Hitler commits suicide. On May 7th, 1945, Germany surrenders to the Western Allies. On May 9th, 1945, Germany surrenders to the Soviets.